It's your girl, Tayla Petty Gang, okay? And today, I'm back with another video. We're going to be doing a drugstore makeup tutorial. I don't wear makeup very often, so if you see me in school, this is what I look like. Of course, with the exception of my hair. But this is my face. I don't usually do much to it, just wash it. So I'm going to show you guys today my makeup routine when I do a full face. All products here are drugstore products. Besides, I think I have an Anastasia Beverly Hills highlighter and then a palette, but I'm not sure if we're going to be using that palette today. But everything else we're going to be doing is drugstore. Everything we use is drugstore. Before we get into the video, if this is your first time coming to my channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. And if it's not your first time, still subscribe. Turn on that post notification bell if you'd like to see when I post new videos, because your girl is active. And without further ado, let's jump into it. Okay, so step one is always wash your face. Then, of course, we do moisturizing. So I've already moisturized my face with my go-to moisturizer. And so we've already washed, moisturized, and now we're just going to hurry up and start the makeup. Alright, so we've already moisturized. So the next step is priming my face. I do Mary Kay. I know you can't really get this in a drugstore, but you do order it off the site, and it's honestly pretty cheap. So I wouldn't consider this like fancy. I just take a bit of this. It's got SPF 15 in it, so you always want to get stuff with sunscreen in it. And then I put about that much on my hand. And then go right in all over my face. However, one spot I do skip is my nose. I don't like putting primer on my nose because I'm very oily. And I feel like putting primer on there just makes my nose oil peek out even more when I get all done. So I skip my nose, just rub it in, and then I kind of tap it in a little bit, massage it in. I find this works better, getting the blood flow into your face. So now that the primer's all over our face, we can begin. So the first thing I do is my brows. I like to brush them up. And sorry if you guys see me looking over here. There's a mirror over here, so I don't have to look at like my phone camera, but yeah. For the inner corner of my brows, I like to use this Mary Kay brow pencil. The shade actually rubbed off, so I'm not sure what shade it's in, but so that's kind of what the brows look like to start with. But then we go ahead and brush them out again. And this I kind of just created the shape for the brows. So now we're actually going to use the pencil to go in and like make little hair strokes, okay? And then just darken them up a little bit. Alright, so now the brows are darker, and then we're just going to take this little brow gel and kind of tease the brows so they kind of lock in place all day. Alright, as you can see right now, the brows are nowhere near close to even. But that is when our concealer comes in. This is just like an e.l.f. smudge brush. It's got kind of a flatter, I don't know if you guys can see it. It's got kind of a flatter tip to it. So I just take this and my Morphe concealer. Morphe. It doesn't say the shade on here at all. However, I did get this at, I think, Target, so drugstore. We're just gonna take a little bit of the concealer off the end here. About that much. And then we're just gonna conceal each brow. Okay, guys. I just spent like 20 minutes doing these brows. And this is as good as I'm gonna get them. So this is what they look like. And we're just gonna have to make do with what we got today. Eyebrows can be sisters, not twins. We're just gonna move on to the next portion of our makeup tutorial today, which is, as always, foundation. So I have L'Oreal here. We have the Infallible Pro Glow 24-hour foundation. So this one's Pro Glow. It has a SPF of 15 and it has a radiant finish for dry to normal skin. It's very hydrating. However, this one is a Infinite Pro Matte, okay? And same thing, 24-hour demi matte finish, and it's oil free. So this one is caramel beige and this one is also caramel beige. So yeah, they're basically the same, just in two different types. One does seem a little bit darker than the other, I'm not gonna lie. So what I do, and this one is the darker one, I take some of this on my hand, then I take some of this on my hand. So I just mix them together on my hand using my beauty blender. It's already damp. And then I get this color. And then I'm gonna just go in all over my face. Get on the eyes. Alright, we're gonna have to use some more because, as you can see, I've used it all already. And it's just not super full coverage. I will say it's more of a medium coverage foundation. It's not too light of a coverage, but people say a lot goes a long way, but I find myself having to use quite a bit of this foundation, which is kind of annoying to say the least. Mixing, and then we get our color again. Do I match? Not really, but it's okay. This foundation is a little bit darker than me, obviously. Most people that are in the beauty community especially understand that your face is often lighter than the rest of your body. Your face and your neck are often lighter than the rest of your body, like your arms and legs. So when I do get foundation, yes, I could pick up something that completely matches my face skin tone, but I'd like to get something that matches a little bit closer to my arms. If you can see that it matches closer to my arm skin tone. So, because I know when you guys see this, you're definitely gonna say like, oh, your face just went from light to dark real quick, and it did, because my face is really pale. Okay, next step after the foundation is complete, we are gonna go in with our concealer, and we are going to conceal under our eyes all the way up to the sides of our nose.
And then really get under those eye bags, so you know.
A little bit right here, a little bit on the chin, and then a little bit on the forehead region. Also, we're gonna do it right down the middle of our nose. Like that. Then we're gonna use this beauty blender. It's a little bit different. Don't mind the white part. It has powder over it. And we're just gonna go ahead and blend that in as well. This is why I love this concealer, you guys. It just really mattified everything. Like, everywhere I put it, it's very mattified now. So, as you can see where like the high points of my face are, you can definitely tell where I put the concealer because it's a little bit lighter. Next, we're going to use the Mary Kay foundation in the shade, it's a medium coverage foundation, and shade Bronze 504. We've got this color here for the foundation that we're using as contour. We're just going to use this. Alright, so as you can see, we put this on like the top sides of our nose, and we're just going to take our beauty blender and blend it out. Then we're going to take a little bit more concealer. Right down the middle again. And now our nose is snatched. Okay. Then we're just gonna take an e.l.f. brush like this that I also got at Target, dip back into the foundation that we're using as contour, and contour these parts of our face. And then we go from the top of the ear to the corner of the mouth.
Like that.
And then we're gonna get the jawline. Alright, and then we're going to grab that beauty blender again and once again blend it out. So now that the contour is together, we're going to use our baking powder, setting powder. And this is by Revolution Luxury Baking Powder. This I did get at Ulta. However, it was pretty cheap, I think, if I can remember correctly. And then because I'm a darker skin tone, this isn't pure white. It actually has a yellow tint to it, if you can't tell. Just because I don't want to get flashback. I'm going to put it under the eyes, of course, on the sides of the nose.
Put a little on the forehead.
So then, of course, we have to take it and cut the contour so we can make it look snatched. Alright, now that we are baking, we're gonna move on to do our eyes. I think we're gonna go with this Profusion Cosmetics kit. You can buy this at Target. It's a kit full of siennas, as you can see. It's just sienna colors, many browns, pinks, and stuff like that. This brown color here, we're gonna start off with this. It's called Adventurous, and we're just gonna put that all over our eyelid. Perfect. Okay. Next, we're gonna go in with this kind of like brush right here, and we're gonna use the shade Dapper. So this one right here. We're gonna put this in our crease. So that's what it's looking like so far. We are gonna go back to our Morphe concealer and cut the crease. And then we're gonna go dip back into the palette here. And then we're gonna take a little bit of this shade called Tickled. It's a gold shade, and we're gonna put that right on the center. However, we're gonna use a denser, more packing brush. And we're gonna pack it right onto the middle. I'm just gonna blend it out a little bit. More towards the inner corner than anything. And again on this lid. We're gonna go ahead and wipe our powder off. And then actually we are going to go in with the palette one more time just to hit that lower lash line, and we're going to use the color we did in the crease under our lower lash line.
And same thing with this eye.
And we've got the crease done here. And then we're going to use a matte blush shade. I have like a little Target bought makeup box thing here, and it comes with a different shades of everything. We could do a little bit of bronzer if we wanted to. Okay, so we're gonna take a little bit of this shade down here and a little bit of this sparklier shade, and we're gonna kind of bronze out our face. So now we're looking pretty decent. And then we're gonna grab this color up top here. It's very pink. And we're gonna mix it with a little bit of this other one. Tap it off and do blush. Just add a little bit of color back into the face. And we're gonna go in with our highlighter. And then, okay, like I've said, this is the only highlighter I'm gonna use. It's Anastasia Beverly Hills Emerald, and it is so pretty, and I just like to sparkle. Like, look at it. Look at it. It's broken. I'm sorry, guys. I dropped it and it broke it, but it'll be okay. I often just like to take my finger and put it where I want it and then blend it out. I kind of go up to my brow, the end of my brow here. Look at her. She's there. And then same thing on this side. Alright, then I'm just gonna take this brush here and just kind of blend out the highlight a little bit. And then of course I'm gonna take a little bit on my finger again and do my nose. Do you see her shining? Yes, I know you see her shining. And right above my lip. Blend her out a little bit. Just so we don't have any harsh lines. Okay, I see you. Then we're gonna go back to this brush here. I'm gonna take a little bit of the highlighter and we are just gonna put it above our brow. Then we're gonna grab a different brush, back to the one we put on to pack. We're gonna use this brush to go underneath our eyebrow. Okay, I see you, boo. Then we're also gonna take this brush and put some in the corners of our eyelids. Just needing to be a little bit brighter, you know? All right, we look good, we look good. All right, next step is obviously mascara. I have a ton of different kinds of mascaras, but this one is honestly my fave. It's by Maybelline New York. Lash Sensational Full Fan Effect. So it's in this tube here. You can get this at Target, you can get it at Walmart. And it's just a very creamy one. The bristles on both sides, and they're very small, so they're really nice. We're gonna start off by doing our lower lashes. And then we'll do our upper lashes. Boom, girl, get it. Alright, so that's our mascara all done. I would do lashes, but I ran out of lash glue today. So, well, actually I ran out a couple days ago. And, you know, just haven't had time or the will to go to a store and catch the Rona, you know? Alright. Last but not least, lips. So I'm going to take this Ulta Beauty lip liner pencil clay and just line my lips, you know, per use. It is, I'm not really sure what color it is, but this is what it looks like. So it's kind of like a brown pinky tone. Alright, so that's going to be it for the lining of them, I guess. Alright, then we're going to take this Maybelline New York Super Stay Matte Ink. It's in the shade 130. And we're just going to put this on the center. Alright, now we're going to use our Ultra Beauty Illuminating Rose Gold Setting Spray. Whoops. Alright, everything is done. Alright guys, I had a lot of fun today trying to create this look on camera. I had a lot of difficulty. I am by no means, zero means, a makeup artist, okay? I know I'm not that great at makeup. However, I think for the most part, most things turn out pretty good. There's definitely things I can improve on, of course. However, I just wanted to give you guys that disclaimer so you guys aren't in the comments like,
Oh my god, what are you doing? What kind of brush are you using? Why are you using that?
literally, I'm just working with what I have. Nice to see that I've improved a little bit with my makeup tutorials. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So thank you guys for watching. See you later. Peace.